Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas, everybody! This is the Sliders Review, and I'm here today to talk to you in the month of December, since it is Christmas time and the holiday time, about Married with Children Season 11. God help ye, merry Bundymen. So, this is the very last Christmas episode and the very last season of Married with Children. A show that lasted from the 80s all the way into the 90s. And they had 11 good years, which is ironic because Modern Family lasted for 11 seasons, and it was also starred by Ed O'Neill. And so, he picks those good shows, but not always. When he did the Dragnet reboot with Eva Longoria, that didn't last past one season. I don't even think it lasted past a couple of episodes. So, this episode is directed by Amanda Bears, and she plays Marcy Darcy on the show. She directs a lot of episodes, and a lot of episodes she directs turn out to be like really good. And she does a lot of the Christmas episodes too. She did that one, I forget what season it was. It was probably like season 8 or 9, where like it's a Christmas episode, but it's the one where, which I don't plan on reviewing because there's not much of a Christmas theme to it. It's just Peg and Al are like on the couch fighting about what to watch, and Bud and Kelly are trying to like hoist a karaoke machine up into Bud's like window and stuff, and they give him like a CD at the, not CD, but like a what are them, cassette record tape, what are them things are called? And so like yeah, so she directed this one. And oh, it was also the one when she was like, having that party and she didn't want Al to come and she wore that really cute Christmas outfit and stuff. And so in this episode, this is when Griff showed up. Griff is like he works with Al at the shoe store. So, they're working at the shoe store and they don't want to open the doors because all the women are going to come in for like the Christmas sale and stuff like that. So when they open it, of course, they get like trampled and everything, right? And so Al and Griff, they get like 2 assistants and they love it because they get to boss them around and do absolutely nothing. Well, when Gary comes in, she realizes that the assistants have made more sales in just like a week or so, or a couple of days, than Al and Griff have for so many years. So she fires Al and Griff. And now they're like at the mall begging for money. And so they're singing Christmas songs and they say they'll shut up for 25 cents. Every time they get 25 cents, they just keep on singing. Well, with the family, Peggy is in the Christmas spirit and she decides to cook for the first time. She wants to make gingerbread houses, but she doesn't even know where the stove is at. So eventually she does make them, and Bud and Kelly wants to eat them, but she's like, no, this is for decorations, not for eating. Ah, the tale of gingerbread house. You want to eat it so bad, but they won't let you. And so they're pissed. They're like, the first time you ever cooked. And like, they can't even eat it. And so Marcy and Darcy come over, and Marcy has entered like a neighborhood, like, nativity scene thing contest. And so she's really greedy this year and she doesn't even care about Christmas. She just wants to win. And so she imported all this nativity stuff from like another country that costs thousands of dollars. Bud has a very interesting idea. Let's steal the Virgin Mary and Joseph and let's like ransom them off. So they do that. And Marcy and Jefferson, they come in all like this upset, talking about somebody stole our like decorations and stuff like that. And so boy, Kelly and Bud, boy, they stole it just to get some money. They wanted $500. And so that's pretty much the whole thing with them, because they later on forgot to leave a note, or maybe they did leave a note, I can't remember. So then they called Marcy and them up, and Kelly's pretending to be like a man on the phone, talking about how I want this much money for like, I'll leave the nativity scenes at this location and all this other stuff. And then they're worried they're gonna get in trouble because Marcy keep talking about how she's gonna like call the cops and stuff like that. So Bud is starting to crack. But Things get worse when they go leave the nativity scenes in the location that they said they were going to leave it in. But they put him in the back seat with the window open. They drove under a tunnel, and both the heads got decapitated. But it's like, crap, dude. Like, not only did we store these things that are worth thousands of dollars, but now we're not gonna get paid. And then Kelly all of a sudden starts talking like a 1930 gangster. Just out of nowhere. It's the most random thing like ever. She's all like, we're not going up the river, see? She just constantly kept talking like that. It's like, what the world's going on with her? So Marcy them comes in and Marcy's pissed, talking about how, like, she's gonna rip the fingernails off the person she finds that stole this and rip their guts out. But cracks and he falls to the ground on his knees, begging for forgiveness, talking about his death. Marcy starts like strangling him like Homer does like Bart. Now Peggy at this point in time is making tons and tons and tons of gingerbread houses to where she replicates the neighborhood, right? So ironically, because of all this now, Marcy has like Bud and Kelly pretend to be Mary and Joseph at the nativity scene. And so while they're there and being judged, the people, the judges are like, wow, this is so like lifelike. But the Virgin Mary looked like a slut. Oh, Kelly. Oh, Christina Applegate, man. Like, who didn't crush on her growing up, boy? Oh, I swear. And so, like, of course, Marcy wins and she's happy about it until the judges look in the window of the Bundy house and they see the gingerbread houses of the neighborhood. And those teeny tiny gingerbread houses causes Peggy to win instead. And Peggy gets like $100, while Marcy just gets like a fruitcake. And then so Bud and Kelly's all like, well, if you don't want it, we'll take it. We love fruitcake. And then it ends like that. But I didn't get into Al and Griff. So Al and Griff, what have they been up to? They find new jobs. Al is like an elf who's on the train and he rides the train taking the little kids around. He's calling Elfineer. He hates it. He's tired of the kids. And Griff, he plays like a reindeer. Big as he is in that outfit. So Al goes to use the restroom, right? At his old store. And so the two assistants, they're like making fun of Al and everything. And Al tells them, like, oh, you think this is temporary, right? That's what I said, like so many years ago. And I got stuck here. And they're like, crap, dude, we're going to get stuck here. So they bolt out of there. And Gary comes back. And then when she does, like all them customers want to like buy shoes. And she's getting swarmed and everything. So she offers Al back his job. But Al has some demands. One, he wants Griff rehired. He said Griff ain't about no begging. But then here comes Griff begging in a reindeer outfit. And then he's all like, I want more money. And then he's all like, I want that Christmas tree. And she's like, I'll hire Griff. You ain't getting no money, but I'll get you that tree. And he's like, deal. And so that was that episode. And I gotta say, man, they ended on a great note. Like, that was a really hilarious episode. And so, like, it's so sad to see this show gone. Because, I mean, this was classic comedy for me growing up in the 80s and the 90s. Like, I've seen comedy shows before, like sitcoms like Perfect Strangers, Full House, Family Matters, something like that. But Married with Children was different. Like, it was just different. It was rude. It was crude. It was raunchy. And it was hilarious and awesome and everything. Ah, the classics. Bah humbug, that was a good episode. All right, everybody. I'll talk to you later. Bye.